While you might think that most NBA players would be satisfied with the big bucks that they earn for their work on the court, a handful of the NBA's brightest stars have actually made a bulk of their income for some side gigs off the court. Props to them. If I was making millions for getting buckets, I'd probably just kick back and leave it at that. Welcome back to the channel, where today we're going to be going over 10 incredible business investments by NBA stars, both current and retired. Let's dive right in. At number 10, Michael Jordan. We all know MJ as one of, if not the greatest hooper of all time, but he didn't become a billionaire from just contracts and shoe deals. Jordan is currently a big cheese in the Charlotte Hornets front office, but also has a ton of partnerships, including major deals with Coca-Cola, McDonald's, Gatorade, Chevrolet, and many others. Talk about being set for life. At number 9, Kevin Durant. KD is another guy that could easily live off the money that he makes on the court, but instead he opts to spend a great portion of his free time organizing meetings for his business, 35 Ventures, which he co-founded in 2016. His company has been reeling in big bucks for years now, currently investing in over 60 big-name companies. At number 8, LeBron James. Pretty crazy how some of the best NBA players of all time are also full-time business gurus. King James is obviously known outside the basketball world for his heavy involvement in advertisements and endorsements. But did you know that he actually owned a 1% stake of Beats by Dre? He sold it recently, adding another $30 million to his pockets. At number 7, Chris Webber. Chris Webber was a multi-time NBA All-Star, but has quite the resume off the court. Webber's currently an artist, restaurant owner, author, and real estate investor. Not to mention, he's also aiming toward getting into acting in the near future. At number 6, Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson is a massive dude, so it's no surprise that a lot of his investments are food related. The Hall of Famer is currently an owner of several franchises, from Starbucks to Burger King and even TGI Fridays. On top of that, he's the CEO of Magic Johnson Enterprises, which all is added up to a net worth of over $500 million. At number 5, Shaquille O'Neal. Another former Laker who's brought in some big money in the business world, Shaq is a well-known character across the country for his work and endorsements. Not only does Shaq appear on your television every other commercial, he also owns significant shares of Muscle Milk, Google, and a few other major brands. At number 4, Chauncey Billups. Chauncey Billups played an astounding 17 years in the NBA, but what might be even more crazy is the number of Wendy's that he owns. Hint, it's more than 17. Billups joined one of his former teammates to purchase 30 Wendy's a few years ago. That's a lot of free Baconators and Frosties. At number 3, Dave Bing. Dave Bing, an NBA Hall of Famer, made a pretty major investment off the court that didn't involve fast food, soda companies, etc. After his time in the league, he founded the Bing Group, which developed into one of the biggest steel production companies in the whole state of Michigan. Bing's big money company produces materials for a handful of outlets, including automotive, construction, and appliance companies. Definitely a very unrelated industry compared to basketball, but hey, he made a pretty big name for himself post-career. At number 2, George Tinsley. Another all-star player and another handful of major food industry investments. Tinsley formed the Tinsley Group after his career, which then became involved with a large amount of KFC and TGI Friday franchises in the state of Florida. If you thought Chauncey Billups' 30 Wendy's were a lot, you were mistaken. Tinsley owns 50 locations combined between these two chains. And at number 1 is Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a very busy man, considering he's still a star point guard in the league. Paul is the current NBPA president and an investor in Beyond Meat, Goal Setter, and Hyperice, and also began a well-known social reform in 2020 called the Social Change Fund, which focused on potential changes to help increase public safety and social inequality reforms. On that note, that's going to do it for today's video, so thank you guys so much for tuning in. Be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more content just like this. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys in the next one.